What it do, man? It's your boy Choice, man. Back at you again, man. Told y'all I was gonna keep dropping it, man. It's on and popping, man. You know what I'm saying? Once the train get going, it ain't no stopping it, man. That's it, that's all, Jack. So for today, man, I've been thinking a whole lot about, man, what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? What's going on, what's happening, man. This storm that's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of raindrops hitting folks, you know what I'm saying, falling from the sky, you dig? And apparently folks ain't got their raincoats, you know what I mean? Folks ain't got their raincoats. That's all it is to it. They umbrellas, they ponchos, you feel me? So for today, I had to title it Justice or Just Us. Because I want to know which one it is, man. You know, which one do you prefer? You know what I mean? Which one do you prefer? Which one you gonna choose? You know what I mean? We can go back to the Ballad of the Bullet. You know what I mean? We can go back to vaccine and the chip or incarceration. You know what I mean? We can go back as far as, you know, as you want to go back. You know what I mean? To play it back to get some understanding about the situation that we in, right? But y'all should already know which one I'm gonna choose, man. You know, Choice ain't with the shits, man. I'm definitely not with the bullshits, you know what I'm saying? But I'm with the shits, you dig? So you gotta look into justice. You know, the definition. You gotta have an understanding about it and what you think it means to you, what you think it should mean, what you think it don't mean. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole congregation of people living under somebody else's rules. And we being judged by their rules. When I say me, y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna keep reiterating and redemonstrating and you know what I mean, being redundant, saying the same thing over and over again. Y'all know, if y'all with the channel, y'all know who I'm talking about when I say we. We includes me. So y'all know who I'm talking about when I'm talking about we, right? Okay. But you know, it's two systems when it comes to this injustice system that we live in. You know what I mean? It's two systems when it comes to the injustice system that we live in. It's a system for those of us that are melanated, and it's a system for those of us that are not melanated. And I think it might liken to the Constitution having a little clause in it that says if you are deemed to be melanated, you are less than a citizen, you are less than a human being, you are less than a man. Because me personally, I think that should have been rewrote a long time ago. At least at the abolishment of slavery. How can you abolish slavery, the Black Holocaust, to us that are here, ADOS folks, in this country, and not go back and take that out? A lot of people don't want to put no emphasis on that, though. A lot of people don't want to talk about that, though. You feel me? So, if it's injustice or it's just us, I want to know what we gonna do. You know what I mean? Because when you done had a state of oppression for so long, this systematic white supremacy is so deeply ingrained in some of these people. I question sometimes, is there anything you can do about it? And if it is, what are we gonna do about it? So me being me, you know, I'm willing to do whatever is necessary about it, because I would never think that my forefathers and my ancestors and the ones that came before me didn't think the same question under different circumstances that I've never had to see. But we talking about right here, right now. See, it's a lot of people that didn't have those circumstances. See, lynchings have turned into police homicides and race soldier murders. But don't nobody want to talk about that, though. You got to talk about the cause. Last time, I kind of spoke on the cause. If you have a rabid dog who is used to biting and eating things in the streets, he has no owner, he has no idea of compassion. I don't believe you can change a rabid dog. Sooner or later, he's going to end up biting someone or eating something. Because of all his life, that's what that dog was used to. And that's where they come from with shoot him in the head like a rabid dog. So how do you feel about people who feel like shooting you like a rabid dog with no remorse? How do you feel about them people? To me, I don't feel any type of kindness or understanding for someone in 2020 who feels like that. I have no respect for someone who can take an oath and turn around and use their position of power, use their occupation to cause havoc and cause harm, and pretty much act as a enforcement arm for systematic white supremacy and get away with it and get accolades and get suspension with pay. I don't understand that. I don't respect that. Not at all. Because when something has been going on so long, you can see patterns. And the way I see things change, but they still remain the same. You know what I mean? They change, but they still remain the same, people. Are you hearing me? So I ask, what is the root cause? It might be absolute power corrupts absolutely. And that's what we have. There's many reasons for it. But one thing about systematic racism and white supremacy is that they control the education system. They have tried and probably did try to remove slavery, racism, lynchings, a whole lot of stuff out the history books because they don't want you to know. Because if you don't know, you can't understand. If you don't know history, you bound to repeat yourself. So they don't want you to know history. So they whitewash it and they control it and they pick it apart and they leave in there what they want to leave in there. That's why you got to know your history so you can talk about your history to your folks, your peoples, and your kids. Because education don't just stop when your child leaves school. Especially when you oppress people. Whether you believe you oppressed or not. if you are a part of an oppressed people, you still somewhat oppressed. Because your child can get hit with a raindrop anywhere and any time. In this current state, where we are right now, so like I say, when is enough is enough. You got to look inside yourself and decide when enough is enough for you. And then you understand what you got to do. You might need to do some research. You might need to get your education up. You might need to learn something. You might need to look at your religion. You might need to look at your surroundings. You might need to look who you laying in the bed with. It's a whole lot you might need to look at. But that's called looking in the mirror. That's called looking outside, looking at the news, looking at reality. You know what I'm saying? But if you listening to me, I'm pretty sure you pretty much got it figured out, man. Because I'm going to tell it like it is. For real, for real. Because, you know, for one thing, if you want change, you going to have to change it. If we done marched and we done protested for all these years, marched and protested for all these years, and ain't nothing changed, I'ma say the only way it's gonna be changing is if we all want change. When I say we all, I mean we all. We all gonna have to come together and grow up, man. Get out our egos. You know what I'm saying? Decide who your enemy is and who your friend is and who your comrade is. And we gonna have to all sit down and decide what we all gonna do as a people. That's called unification. Because that's the only way we gonna be able to do something about this, though, to bring forth some change. You feel me? This ain't no one-man army show. It don't work like that. White supremacy and racism is a team sport. It's a team sport. Every other team playing against us. And we can't even play for us. And that's the problem. You can't ignore this shit. It's not just going up and disappear. Ain't just going up and stop. The bully just don't wake up and go to school and be like, I'm not going to bully nobody today. It don't work like that. It never has. It never will. Because that bully has an ego until his ego gets shattered. And when you say systematic racism, because it's a system. You had a whole group of people bring together their greatest minds to come up with a system to oppress a whole nother group of people that were not even able to defend themselves against those people at that time. That's what makes the Black Holocaust and slavery so much worse than anybody else's. Not only that our deaths outnumber theirs, the brutalities we went through outnumber theirs, but the amount of blatant, evil, devilishness that you had to have to do this. At least I just got murdered and got to run away and regroup. We got imprisoned, mentally brainwashed, reprogrammed, trained to hate ourselves, stripped of all our history, stripped of all our dignity, stripped of our maiden names, stripped of our own language. That didn't happen to nobody else besides us. So you don't need police reform. You need a whole new justice system designed from the ground up. Because the injustice system is working the way it was designed to work. It was never designed to work for us. Y'all know the police came from way, way, way back in the day. The police were slave catchers. The invention of the police was slave catchers. That's what police were. Fast forward a few hundred years. Who are they murdering? Who are they lynching? If you listening to this right here, you definitely shouldn't be listening to it if you okay with that. If that sits well on your stomach, man. Because it definitely don't sit well on mine. But the system ain't broken. It's functioning just as it was designed to a long, long ass time ago. It just evolved. It switched up. And we weren't talking about it. We too busy trying to maintain. Get along to get along. But one thing I will say, I'm not going to say that all non-melanated people are bad. You know, I'm not saying that all melanated people are good. What I am saying is, I think a lot of these race soldiers and these underlying white supremacists are cowards. And they're not really men, they just boys running around with real guns that are toy guns. And they've been waiting their whole lives to commit the crimes that they commit against us. Because deep inside, they feel so small. But that's just what I think. I think they got like a little man complex or something. I was having a conversation the other day, man, and I don't, me myself personally, man, the man I am, I could never shoot a man in his back because that makes you a coward. I couldn't really say I fear for my life because I've never feared for my life. Life is something that you're born with, and when you leave here, life is gone. I never feared anything. Especially not my life, especially when it's another man in control of it. It's what a lot of people don't know. You can't fear for your life, you fear for your death. And that makes you a coward. Because a coward is the only man on the face of the earth that is scared to die. And if you fear for your life, then why would you enlist yourself into being in a position to be a race soldier / police officer in the first place? Find you a safe job at Wendy's or something. Go wash floors or something. Go wash windows or something. Find you something safe. Why would you do something that could be potentially dangerous if you know you in your heart you a coward? Because you want to feel bigger. You want to feel tougher. You put a badge and a gun on, it make you feel some type of weight. Plus you have horrible training. And this society places no accountability on their race soldiers, on their minions. That's what they are. They don't serve the public. They don't serve and protect. They protect property and they serve their own wants and choices and needs. And when they feel like they need to kill somebody, that's what they do. And with an absolute character, an absolute clown running your country, you feel like you can do anything and get away with it. If you one of them Cockazoids. You feel like you can do anything and get away with it right now. Or leading up to now. See, the change is just starting right now. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because if you're born with a set of beliefs and values, if you see something that reinforces your racism, your hatred, your littleness as a person, your lack of morals, your false education, your ill-gotten wealth that you refuse to share or give up, your ill-gotten powers that you uphold so much, like you built everything by yourself, like y'all did everything. You would do anything not to lose power. But my question is, what do you personally feel you gonna do about it, though? That's the question. That's the question right there. What you think, what you feel. Because I'm tired of marching. I'm tired of protesting. We need an aidIT summit in every city, every major metropolitan city. We all need to register. We all need to go down there. We all need to vote. We all need to start making our own decisions and our own laws. And we live by them and we die by them and we stand on it. And it ain't about your religion. It ain't about your past. It ain't about none of that. Everybody got a role to play. Everybody can play a role, but you can't bring your ego. We need to organize. We need to unify. We need to figure out how to not keep getting hit with these raindrops from this storm. So we need to build one big, huge, massive, gigantic tent. Otherwise, some other options. But every option needs to be put on the table, and every man and woman gonna have a vote. Anybody under 13 don't count, because y'all still babies. Maybe 18. We'll vote on that too. But as far as the way we living, just because you ain't been touched by a certain situation, you don't think a whole certain situation is really that important, you don't think this is really going on, it don't exist, you want to turn the other cheek? No. I say it's about time for all that to end. But that's just me though, man. Justice or just us. The line is being drawn in the sand right now. You better pick your side. Because if you don't pick your side, somebody gonna pick your side for you. And I wouldn't want to pick nobody else I know side. So I just hope you on my side so we not opposition. Because you got to eliminate the traitors first. You understand that, right? But anyways, man, I'm chiming in, checking in, man. Choice of voice, man. Cooling, man. I want everybody to be smooth, stay blessed, pay attention to your surroundings, man. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself and love your peoples, man, and love your family, man. And just stay aware, man, because times is drastic right now, man. For anybody that don't know, man, I'm telling you, times is drastic. And I don't want to see nobody else get hurt. You feel me? Because the devil is definitely among us. You know what I mean? The devil is most definitely among us. But I'm going to chime back in, man. But y'all be smooth, though. Told you I'm back. Justice or just us, man.